Hello to the YouTube community. This is Richie on coming from my kitchen. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a lemon meringue pie while we open some packs. So let's get started here. Let's see. Here's my mixing bowl, measuring cup. My lemons, I have already pre-squeezed the lemon juice out of them. And eggs, you got your mixer, sugar, you need water. And I've already started putting the ingredients in here. The pie crusts are in the oven. To bake, you gotta let them cool down a little bit before you put the pie filling in there. So let's see first. Per box, half a cup of sugar, 2 egg yolks beaten, 2 1/4 cups water divided. I'll teach you how to do that. So right now, measure the sugar out. I've used 3 boxes, so I have to use 3 times the amount, but I'm going to use monk fruit, half of monk fruit in the pie filling for myself. You're welcome to use all sugar, but you need to use sugar in the meringue. I'll show you. So I'm going to do half, so I do 3/4 sugar, right? And then 3/4 monk fruit here. To measure out to 1.5 cups. That's about it. Throw that in here. So now we need the egg yolks. You need to keep the lemons because we're going to use the rind too. So here's your grater. There. Mixing bowl. You use a hard surface. What you want to do is you want to crack the egg. I try it in the middle here about 2 or 3 times. You don't want to bust the yolk because you need to separate the yolks and the egg whites. You do not want to get the egg yolk in the egg whites. Just a little bit more. They got a nice little crack there. So it should open pretty nicely. And use your hands. I have to start over now. So I busted the egg yolk. Let's see. Okay, this was intact. It didn't bust. So that goes in the pot. We need 6 of them. pie crusts. Pie crusts are done. So you have to do it at whatever it tells you. It's either like 400, 375 for like 10 minutes till they brown. Depending on the size of the egg, you may need to use more eggs for the egg white. What's it, that one? For the meringue. So now, what this means by divided, so 1/4. Since I use 3, I need 3/4, right? So 3/4 water. Now you need to beat this up, mix this up real good. So that's what they mean by divided. 2 1/4 cups. We use the 1/4, so now we need 2 cups times 3, which is 6. What's this is? So now we want to add our water in. 6 cups. So the lemon juice from the 3 lemons that I squeezed, like I said, if you're making one, just one. I'm gonna throw that in there. Now we're going to use the rind. Mix it up some more. You don't want to get too far, just a little, where you see a little bit. So that's enough from that part. You just want the outside of it. So before I start cooking this, because you have to constantly stir it, let me wash my hands. Let me dry them, and let's rip a pack open. I had to find these at a kiosk, a Pokemon kiosk in a grocery store. I got the last 3 single packs of the Evolution line there. So let's see what we get. Seal, Bloom, Crocodile, Punk Helmet, Creamy. Let's see. It's all right. I'll make some Evolution line character sets. So now we're going to start. Oh, by the way, you can just set the egg yolks aside. Let's see. You want to cover them up and just set them in the refrigerator. Now, it says to put it on medium heat, so and now we have to stir. So adding the lemon juice and the lemon rind was not on the box. That was just, I guess, as my grandma Trine taught me how to do that part. It makes it taste a whole lot better. If you get seeds, lemons from the lemons in it, just make sure you take them out. I mean, it doesn't make the pie taste bad or anything, but crunching into one of them while you're eating the pie is not. Yeah, so this is the tedious part. I'm going to cut this part out probably when I edit the video. You have to constantly stir so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom. Oh, and the reason I'm making 3 is because they didn't have any regular pie crust shells at the store. All they had was the deep dish ones, and they didn't have any single ones either. So, well, I'm probably gonna give one to my neighbor. Yeah, as you can see, I set out a towel because I absolutely make a mess, and that alleviates some of the mess. Crusts are nice and brown. So it says bring this to a boil. You'll know because it'll start getting tougher to stir. It get harder to stir as it solidifies. Making a mess. Should start boiling here soon. Yeah, there it is. So as soon as it starts boiling, you can take it off. Now to open one of these other packs that I got, we gotta let that cool down a little bit. Then we'll feel the pie crust and make the meringue, and then you got to put it back into the oven to brown the meringue on top, and then they're done. Let's get the Mega Evolution. Chikorita, Mantine, Meltate, Strudel, the Risky Ruins, Houndstone, Tinkaton. Oh, I like Drizzle. From Sable to Inteleon, the Evolution line, Spearow, evolves from Kirlia, the Mega Gardevoir. We need to brown the meringue. So now, a basic mixer. My mom bought me this one. I was like, I don't know, $6 or $7 from somewhere. You don't need that much sugar for the meringue. It just needs to have like the slightest amount of sweetness to it. It's about a tablespoon. So what you want to do first, stick it down in the egg yolks first and then turn it to your first setting. I have to turn the bowl, so I need to have it on this other surface. So let's see. Let it get a little bit. And you're going to add the sugar in. Turn the bowl. See how it's trying to get more fluffy. Turn it higher to the next setting. You want to get it to the highest setting so you can whip it. And then we'll add a little bit more sugar here in a second. about all you need. You don't need a lot of it. Like I said, you can taste it here in a minute too. You don't want to use stevia or monk fruit in the meringue because it won't hold as good. You can use half and half like I did in the pie filling, but you need the sugar for like stability. So, like I said, you only need a couple tablespoons. You'll know if it's ready because it'll not fall out of the bowl. See? That's how you know the meringue's ready. Did it slide? Nope. So now you also need a spatula for this one to spread the meringue on. So pour it into your pie crust. Now you want to spread your meringue. Just do it lightly. You want to get the edges, cover the edges up. I like to go from the center out, so I put see, I needed more egg yolks for the meringue. That's why you need to let the pie filling cool some more. I'm just trying to get it over with faster for the video, so it won't move like that when you spread the meringue, but it's still okay. Doesn't mess up anything. So if you like a lot of meringue, you need more egg whites, as you can see. Like if you want a big mound of it. Now they will go back into the oven to brown the top of the meringue. Just keep an eye on them. Everybody's oven's different, 375, so it takes about less than 10 minutes. This is for me for later. So you just want to brown the tops of them. I could have left it in there a little longer, but for the sake of the video. And then that's it. Let them cool off. You'll know they're cooled off by you touch the pan and it's cool here. So it'll take a few hours. So you can kind of cover them up. I just leave them on the stove, and then you can put the clear plastic wrap. It's going to mess up the meringue a little bit, or you can try to, if you have the pie covers or whatever, and let it chill overnight. And then the meanwhile, you can eat the leftover pudding, do something with it. And last pack, come on, we're going to get the Mega, the Gold Charizard, or the SIR. Oh. Ruin that one. If there is something, it should be the last one here. Mistress, Toxel, Seviper, Lokix. So if there's anything, it'll be this next one. Nope. Oh well, better luck next time. All right, guys. If y'all want me to teach you how to make the lemming pie filling from scratch, I can do that too. So I'll just put that in a post or something. Anyway, catch you guys later.